Peace and blessing, everybody. Welcome to a new scarf tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you a scarf using a maxi scarf, so a very large, oversized scarf. This one is actually meant to be a sarong, so one of those bikini covers, but I like to use it as a headscarf. And it's also inspired by saris. Now, if you don't know how to tie a sari, this style is inspired by it, but I don't have currently a video of how to tie a sari, but I will do that eventually. Please, like, if you go and subscribe to this channel, I'll be posting it eventually, the tutorial how to tie a sari. But this particular tutorial is going to be a headscarf style, so just to avoid confusion. So the first thing you're going to do is put your maxi scarf on one end completely of the scarf. And now you want it to be on the width, not the height, even though with those maxi scarves they tend to be so big that you can't tell the difference between one and the other. So you're going to pull it to the front of your head and tie it into the back. And to tie it, you can use either safety pins or straight pins. That's up to you. I'm using just a straight pin. And there we go. So if any of you have tied saris before, you will know that part of making a sari is those pleats. Beautiful pleats that make the sari look quite wonderful, shall I say. So this is where we're going to be doing them. So to make the pleats, just fold, 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 fold. Now I'm not great at it, I'm telling you now. Even with a sari, I'm not that great at it. But you fold and fold and fold. That's basically the idea here, is to create pleats, so create folds like this. Once you've created enough, or at least you feel like you've created enough, I think I have 3 or 4 in there, you're gonna twist it around and bring those pleats onto the side of your head and pin them. Now, I strongly advise to use just a straight pin for this. And you'll have to bring the pleats with you, so that means you'll have to actually refold quite a bit of it so that it keeps the pleats in there. So I usually use straight pins to make it go back to what it was. So there's the original pleats here. So a pleat here, pleat there. Try and refold it. Now I put it over here, not quite to the edge of the headscarf, because I'm using the pleats kind of as an accessory to the scarf. But there is a way to, if you wanted to get, you could actually tuck it in underneath, which is actually how a sari would actually be done, would be with tucking it in. And then what I'm doing is, to make sure that the pleats remain, I'm going to be using a straight pin at the back just to keep the pleats in place. Then I'm going to take the rest of the scarf and just roll it around. There we go. Now the reason, like, I mean, this detailing, the pleats that you've done can clearly be made with almost any scarf, but the reason why using a maxi really works for this is for the following steps. So what you do is you're taking all the scarf that you had in the back and bringing it to the front, and then you're going to pull so this is technically the length of the scarf, right? So that's why you need a scarf that's quite large as well, so very much a maxi or sarong, depending on what you want to call it. So there you go. So you're pulling it over on your head, and you can either pin it, or you can just leave it as is if your scarf is good enough to not just pull completely off. I like to pin it, especially if it's before I leave for work, like it is right now. There you go. So you can adjust the length of the extra scarf that you'll have. And with the detailing onto one side, it's quite fun. It's quite beautiful, actually, I find. And there you go. And like I said, you can actually bring it even more forward depending on what you want. I find it quite beautiful, actually, even if you bring it even more forward. I'll try and show you. I don't know if you can. And again, as I said, you can't really see it that well because I've already tied it, but usually if you can bring it all the way to the front, try and use a matching pin. In this case, I took yellow pin, but the area where it winded up falling is actually green because my scarf has like 100 colors in it. Yeah, I'm trying to show you. There you go. So I tried pinning it as seamlessly as possible, but we'll see how that works. But yes, it brings that extra little volume and kind of fine detailing, which is always great in a hijab, especially to change up the look. So that's the look. That's the, I'll show you the final effect here. Give me a moment. So it gives you a great amount of coverage. It's beautiful for that. Like I said, it's a maxi, so it gives you that extra coverage and that extra dimension, and you can still use it to do the pleats. So here you go. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be catching you another time. Peace and blessing, everybody.